Okay, it's recording now.
So, hey, Nicole.
Hi, Grace.
Hey, people. Now, we should have spoken about our friendships, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've come to realize that I have no idea how most of my friendships began.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Some of them, yeah.
Out of 10?
I do remember 7 out of 10.
Hey, I think I know 1 or 2. I have no idea. And if I'm not reminded, I have no idea.
Like, you know, my best friend,
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy because she doesn't remember. I feel like she doesn't quite remember we were friends in uni because she asked me to be her best friend after uni. Like, we met again during the protest, and that's when she asked me to be her best friend. And sometimes I tell her, like, oh, do you remember when you told me? And she's like, how did you know that? And I'm like, we were friends. I even came for your birthday. Like, I have the picture.
And I think I'm like, even my longest friend, she's called, I honestly cannot, I remember we were in high school. Mm-hmm. I don't know how it happened. One day we were not friends. Then the next day we were sending each other's. I cannot tell you what happened. I don't know. But at least I can say that it's been over 15 years. Yeah.
Oh my
God.
it's
been over 15 years. But I can't, I don't know. But I can't even say how we connect and not connect. I just don't know.
But like you see, like that's the cool part. Like that shows you just how friendships are so cool. Because it's like you even forget how you met. You focus more on the amount of love you show each other. You know, like now that you've spoke about high school, I didn't have. Like, you know how in high school you have a clique of friends, like not mean girls type of thing.
I didn't as well.
I didn't have that until like Form 3, and we were 6 of us. And out of the 6, I think I talked to only 2, and I hardly ever talked to them. One of them, I was at the protest with them, and the other one, we hardly talk, but we still talk. But I can't remember how we formed that clique. But I think it just started from us, like, just hanging around together. And then we just became, yeah. I think that's the only friendship. That friendship and my other friend called, I don't remember how we became friends with. Yeah. I have this lovely friend called, I don't know if she'll be available on 30th, but you have to come for that Karen Village exhibition. They have karaoke, Grace. I know you can't say no.
I'll come.
I know you can't say no. And if you don't come, I'm going to be mad at you for a month. Yeah.
I'll come. You see how
no,
being able to show up.
There are times you say you'll come for something and you don't show up, Grace.
You see how we've made it to today here.
Yeah,
that's so how you'll have to keep
see you on. And because 30th is a Saturday, on Friday we are meeting to record this still. Are we together?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there's no way you're missing out a karaoke event. Yeah.
Well, my friend works there at 18 not 70
club.
Club, yes.
Oh yeah, also invite.
I did.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, if she's there, like, you're gonna meet her. She's such a lovely lady. Mm-hmm. She's such a, like, I just love her so much. I don't know how we became friends, but I met her in uni, and it was second year, and we did all our, the group ninis, unless the teacher was the one who was, but like me and her, we were always in the same group, and we worked so well. And I just love her so much because she's so simple. Like, I've never met somebody who takes life so simple. And she wasn't living in Nairobi. She came to Nairobi for uni, and she literally went to uni, and in the most simplest way. Like, I got into uni, and the way I came out,
it's very different. Two people.
Yeah, so I got into uni, and the way I came out was total. But her, like, she has managed to maintain
her authenticity.
Yeah, and I love that for her. Oh my God.
Okay, we need to pause.
No,
pause.
No.
What do you pause?
Don't pause. It's
Why?
okay. You just keep talking.
Okay. Okay, so wacha nikwambie. It's interesting how we're so different, because I've never had a clique in my life. Ever in my life. I've never had 2, 3, 4 friends. Like, I have realized, and I came to realize this in uni, where I came to meet a peer teacher in class.
Wait, what PE?
be a teacher who taught us in high school. Like, you see how after high school, see, there was that 1 year. So now that guy had come to teach us, and at that point was in Form 4. So he taught me. So I saw him as a teacher. And then coming to campus, tunapatana. Hi. Let me tell you, it still is confusing. Why? He's maintained friendship with my cousin. So every now and then, I get to meet him at family occasions. And I don't know whether to address you as teacher or friend. You have seen me in my worst shape as a teenager. And you cannot see me as a young woman. Let me see a lady, by the way. I don't know how. Most times I'm confused. I don't know what respect to give him. I don't know what to talk. Sa zingine naenda kuongea vitu zingine niko like, "Oi." Alafu niko like, na situachana hiki kimtu. But all through, I came to realize that I've always been living, say, in like a bubble, my bubble. I've always had my own different set of friends in high school. I had a friend in each weird area. I had a geek friend. I had a rowdy friend. I had a friend who was always in trouble. Like, it's always been that way. I've always had different people everywhere. And even right now, at times you don't even understand why I'm friends with some people. You're always questioning. I also cannot explain to you why.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I've just been that way. I've always been having individuals in every aspect. Leo utanipata nina hangout sijui wapi na madiplomats sijui tunaongea nini.
Nimekumbuka ile story ya Backstreet.
Kesho unanipata ashiko na kanjwa. Yani hata mimi saa zingine nimeshaji accept. It is how I am. Maybe that's why I cannot remember lots of friendships, how they began. But I like the journey. That is all that matters. I cannot tell you how. Some people tell me the timelines we've been friends, and to be honest, I did not even have an idea they viewed me as a friend back then. I did not even know we were friends, but now that I've been told, yes, you're now friends, and now I become more intentional.
Yeah.
Probably I don't know. But most of these friendships, see, and it's interesting also that at some point I lost so many. Because I say lost, like we outgrew each other or something. But I feel like at some point in uni, I could say I had over 100 or something. So I had too many friends. I don't know what happened somewhere. We all just, everybody went. High school, not that much. High school, I was a rebel who will just walk the way she wants when she wants.
You should hold your cup so that... Yeah.
God. So like I was saying, I tend to be the person who fits in very many situations. Why? At some point in my life, when I was I've done things. At some point, my mind knew that the only friends I deal with were the ones in acting, travel, to do what. So I even ignored my friends. Was I say ignored? No.
I don't know, maybe it was
like invested. Yeah. I was investing more in learning about people in Island, how their life was. If you tell me how I got myself there, I do not know. How I got those friends, I have no idea. But at some point, and that was right after high school, maybe it was the notion that because when we were in high school, people from Eastlands, Umo, Buru, all that, they seemed to be very street smart. They seemed to know what's trending, where to go, where can you get this, where can you get that. So as soon as I left high school, the next thing I wanted to do was to become an actor. Yes, I still want to be a Hollywood actor. Yeah.
Why haven't I ever heard of this side of you? You want to be an actress?
Okay, girl,
we'll look into it. Oh, you wow.
Hey.
Where did you act? Why have you never shown us?
The photos do not look good. Guy, nina scratch to review. Wait.
Girl,
but I'll give you some.
Abwangalia hiyo picha iko kwa wall yangu. Ona vile nakaa.
Heri wewe iko kwa studio. Mimi nilikuwa mahali. Hata the environment. Unaona hapo hivyo mahali hapo study. Hata mamangu alikuwa ananiangalia haelewi but they understand. I'll share those photos unaweza post zingine hapo juu. Maajabu nimefanya. But you see, the thing is, my goal has always been one, get the money. Because even there, I was getting money acting and looking that way. You know, the first day we went for rehearsal. So what happened is that I went for auditions. I was chubby. And there were not many chubby girls who wanted to act. So they took me because I had the body they wanted. It worked to my advantage because anyway, it got to be what I wanted back then. And so rehearsals are not paid. You start getting paid when you're going for the shows, because it was these traveling theaters. I didn't mistake hizo zote. So we go for lunch at a kibanda, and me just being me, niko na kuna chipo mwitu hapo, kuna nini, and everything was totally up to around 50 bob. Kwangu hiyo ni cheap kwa sababu in fact kwetu chipo ni 80 na so huku kule na kule hivi mse unajua vile kwa affordable. And then my colleagues kuna mandazi chafua 15 bob, kuna nini.
Wait, mandazi chafua nini?
Sasa sikia tu.
Mandazi chafua nini?
Ni mandazi inakatakatwa, inasliceiwa, inakatakatwa tudogo tudogo. Alafu unaamua unataka ichafuliwe na supu ya maragwe ama yani.
That's a thing.
Haya, unasikia? Unaona? You see? I think kwa marafiki tu wa kila mahali inasaidianga pia kwa sababu and everyone go like tajiri. Niko like mbona hivyo? Bili kaletwa. Mimi nilikuwa nimekula kushinda boss wangu. Yani I'm eating better than my boss.
No, but like if you're a foodie, you are a foodie. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. But you see, it's just that is that something burning?
Oh my god, I forgot I put my dog's food.
Me, I called myself for a meeting and I told myself, sasa nitakuwa nangoja kwanza watu waitishe ndo nijue. And within that period, I truly enjoyed and saw a very different side to life. I even got to date someone who used to live in a 750 bob house. Me, I did not know kuna vitu zenye ni zinaweza fanyika by the way. Yeah? These funny friendships, they show you a side to life. Unajua kuna mtu analipanga 1500.
Yeah, I've also dated somebody who lives in Apo tuko same.
Na pia ulishanga kama mimi.
Okay, miss kushanga cause I don't know. Okay, when you're growing up, nyinyi hamkuwa mnainstiliwa hiyo fear, work hard in school or else this is what's going to happen to you. You know, you're gonna be poor, you won't have money and all that. And what they would associate poverty with was the slums. Was like, or not just necessarily the slums, was just like people who live like hand to mouth, or just they you know, that's how they associated it with. If you fail in school, that's where you end up.
No, ours was more of nani asikushinde. Unaona nani anafanya hivi?
Like I feel
unaona nani anasoma? Wewe unaona nani anasoma? Nimekwambia hivi watu ni.
Because for me, I feel like that's how I grew, and that's why now when I finally grew up and saw how life is, I got so mad because
you did everything right.
No, not that. I got so pissed off because I'm like, where are people getting this false information that people who are living in houses where you pay even $750 or $1,500 did not do well in, like, what? Where are you getting that notion from? And that's why I got so pissed off, because I'm like, you people are adults, you should know better, you know. Because I found out information about like people living below $1 a day. I found out why that's happening. But then for you to instill that kind of fear in children and use that work as example, oh my God. So that's why Miss Kushtuka. But also because when I became an adult, I actually decided to be open-minded. Me, I'm intentionally open-minded. I'm not doing it because you have to be open-minded. Like me, I intentionally want to be open-minded.
See, but that's just something that is natural to a human being, because a child never judges. I think being open-minded is who we are, just that we are taught to think in a certain way. So if that innocence is not tampered with, you tend to remain that way. Because I cannot say I'm intentionally open-minded. I will expound what that is. What is being intentionally open-minded?
I don't know. I'm just putting words together. But it's like, I genuinely choose to be curious about people and life.
Always been that way.
Yeah. And not because that's how, like, okay, if you read like motivational books, it's like, look at life positive, look at the bigger picture, be open-minded. Like, no, not in that sense. I'm open-minded out of like curiosity. Like, I'm not gonna judge you. Like, I will actually ask questions because I want to know.
I genuinely would say that my point, I still stand with it. Why? I have never really had to think about such a thing because I have never really been I have been allowed to be curious and explore. By the way. I have, and growing up at some point, I was living Mali, ngara kule kumeja, Wahindi, na sijui nani. I'd interact with too many people without anyone asking me anything, because the whole point is, as long as you're not in trouble, then you're good. And that left me to not see. When I was young, kulikuwa na Mhindi, kulikuwa na Muislamu, kulikuwa na Mganda hapo. I've always been in the middle of so much in so many ways that I never even need to think about it. I think that's an innocence that was not tampered with.
Yeah.
But now there's this other side whereby I've realized that the world doesn't like it when you're very curious.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
No, I'm learning to
when you ask
hold
questions.
that. And that's what, it's a struggle in my adult life. Because I'm trying to understand, why don't you want me to ask?
Yeah.
But it's not wrong for me to ask. And my whole life I've been asking, but I've been told, but why aren't you?
Literally, people
I
who
just
are
can't
talking,
understand it.
people who are talking to God directly were questioning God in the Bible. When you read about those prophets, when they were suffering, like, it is okay to be curious and ask questions.
It's something I'm struggling with outside because the first shock was at a workplace. I got to learn that I should not question. Wacha nikwambie mimi nilichanganikiwa. Juu sielewi kwa nini. And then I'm being told, ebu tulia and mind your business. I'm like, kwani rules zili change? Because me, what I know is, if I don't understand, I need to question.
Yes.
And if I do not understand, I should ask you to break it down for me.
Yes.
If something does not work, then I need to do it. Kumbe outside here, I need to know what to fix, what not to fix, what to say.
It's so confusing.
Why? No, it's too complicated. Why are we complicating life? Si kama nataka kujua siniulize tu.
Yeah.
Na si wao nijibu tu. Nini tunataka kuread?
Na kama haujui, useme ujui.
Who brought this gray area?
Me, I don't know.
You know, watch a black iwe black, white iwe white. Nini? As in,
me, whatever that gray area is, I don't know what but I don't want to be a part of it.
Me too. Let me tell you, even God doesn't like it. He said you become hot or you become cold.
He doesn't like lukewarm.
It affects everything from our personal lives to even how the states are run.
Yeah.
There are too many gray areas. Wewe ukiulizwa swali, jibu swali. Answer that.
Yeah.
Let us, if I don't explain it to me, don't get, because I feel like that's manipulation. That is lack of accountability and complicating life, jameni. Yani tumepewa kila kitu kwa hii dunia, tunaona tu tutafute mashida.
That's the
just
thing.
Because people, what is it? Even if you put a kitten outside here, or a tiny puppy, or even a calf, ata mtoto wa nyoka ata explore tu kwanza. So this is something that curiosity is something that is taught out of us, I think, because of spite or something. It's not good. And I hope our generation does not take it kwa wengine. Na kama kuna wengine tu ashaanza, watoto wasaidio, because I see vizuri.
No, for real. But I think this is why I had a problem with 844. Because even like how we would cram stuff. Do you remember? Like, you're just cramming to pass the exam. You're not cramming to even apply it in your life. So it's like...
But not all. I feel like also, I experienced that in high school. But in primary school, I would be lying to say that. I, for one, right now, I struggle understanding why children go to school at 6 a.m.
Even me.
Or 7. They are not going to get the cure for cancer.
Exactly.
They are not going to stop wars. They are not the reason why we are suffering. Do you know that child sleeping is part of their study and growth?
Yeah.
Mimi hata nikiwa class 8 nilikuwa naenda shule saa 2. Alafu ninaona sisi mtoto ako class 1 anaenda shule. Ni nini anaenda kufanya shule?
Watch at 6 5:45 mtoto wako kwa stage
anangoja kwa sababu nimelala mimi mwenyewe na ukubwa wangu.
Mimi nakwambia, as somebody who used to use the school bus, we used to pick even lower.
You're talking about yourself?
I was in class 6 though, like I was
at 5:45.
Sindio, because we were like the first people to be
getting nini shule?
No, like tunapikiwa hivyo mapema ndo basi iende watu wengine ndo tufike shule by 7:30.
Alafu mfanye. Ebu niambie schedule mumefika 7:30 and then
there was a lesson, I think. It was either there was a lesson or assembly, and then now officially classes I think would start at 8:30.
Alafu mnatoka shule saa ngapi?
4. All the classes end at 4, but it used to be 4:30, but then they changed it to 4. So at 4,
I honestly thank God for the primary schools I went to. We'd get to school at 8. We'd have praise and worship or assembly until 8:30. We'd start with CRE. Then classes would end at 3:45.
That's crazy.
But then if you got 375 and below, say our time was out of 500. If you got 375 and below, you'd remain for remedials until 5 for another 1 hour. Something else is that we had a very good headmistress, such that at class 8, break time, she wouldn't allow you guys to be having classes or that. If you're not outside playing, you'll be in her office doing workouts. And me being me, I had better go play. I'm not going there to do press ups and sit ups and what. Me, I'll go play. Hey, I'm good at that.
For us, our lunchtime even used to be cut short. And sometimes for a lesson.
What?
On the timetable, lunch is like 1 to 2, but 1:30 you're back in class. And sometimes it used to be really bad because like basi ya lunch inaweza chelewa juu ya jam and all that. So if you're eating lunch, we used to call it hot lunch. So if you're eating hot lunch,
basi ya lunch.
Yeah, they used to bring us lunch from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So at some point, I stopped eating school lunch. I just started carrying from home.
But if you're eating shule.
But if you're eating hot lunch and maybe the bus has chelewa, like it used to be so crazy to me. Why is the timetable saying lunch is 1 to 2, but then you're taking 30 minutes for like, let us have our whole lunch time, And as so now I went to high school, but I went to the same school in primary and high school. So I go to high school and they're forcing us to go for games on Friday. And I was so confused because where I've come from, this shit doesn't matter. Even in Form 4, I remember there was a time they would before now third term.
Primary.
Before now third term, they would
because it's part of your growth.
Yeah,
you need to, and it's part of hautaelewa masomo kama unashinda kwa vitabu. You need to go out, take a break for your mind to have time to ingest that, reflect on it, put it to your memory. You're just feeling jameni.
But now you see, because of the experiences in primary, I was so confused. I still get confused till today because I'm like, then what are the primary teachers doing?
Now let me tell you, mine was about waking up. Me, we used to live by the time I was in class 2, we literally used to live along the fence of the school. So ata bell ikiring nasikia. And then I go to high school, I'm supposed to be in class by 5. Let me tell you, I was punished. I became a grass cutter. Hey! Me, my 4 years, I just could not make it to wake up early. No, I need to refill. I'm hydrating.
Like I want to...
Oh, to refill as well?
Also, yeah.
Oh. No, me, I was confused. Now, from waking up at 7:30, the earliest, all of a sudden, by 5, I'm supposed to be in class. And I'm in class doing nothing. Because let me tell you, even if I go to that class at that 5:30, at 5, hakuna kitu naenda kufanya. I'm not even awake. Do you know my 4 years in school, I had breakfast less than a week. Because I just could not keep up with waking up that early. So I have to shower during breakfast because when people were showering, I was asleep. Because probably I got to know that people were not in class when I had the matron or the teacher on duty beating someone else in the other dorm. And I just couldn't get it. Because anyway, after nikienda class, ninaenda tu kuendeleza usingizi. Do you know, I got to a point I wasn't even trying. Ninaamka na skirt class. Mimi naamka tu vile niko. Nachukua tu bed cover tu vile iko. Najizungusha hivi naenda class. Siona nataka tu class. Ndio shida yako. Naenda naingiza kiskirt kina hang. To a point that I have issues with that teacher friend. Kwa sababu ameniona tu nikitembea na skirt ina hang tu mahali huko. Alafu sasa ananiona. Si vizuri.
Unafikiria nakumbuka?
Kuna siku alinikumbusha moja.
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
It's my mom reminding me how I used to be when I was just a baby.
we were talking about our high school experiences. And now, we had experiences even for me. And I'm like, bro, ni mbaya wewe. Kona ni experience here. But it's nice because I got to see. Also in that crowd, there was a girl from our school. I don't know how we had met, all of us, because after your time, Sidani, we maintained the friendship for long. How she told me that anyone who would see me walking with my socks hanging on my hand, ati, they used to call me by my surname back then. So nikipita, ati, ungemona akitembea kama ameshika socks, unajua bell ili ring 10 minutes ago. Ile warning bells.
Girl.
So, this friend told me, ati, ulikuwa tu unakaa hivi, ukiona umepita, kama umekelea socks kwa mkono. And not thinking about it, I remember, because me, I've always hated doing laundry. Why? Because in primary, I did not go to boarding school, so I did not get to do laundry. So, in high school, I did not understand I needed to do that, because anyway, in Form 1, I had a Form 4 who sort of took advantage of me in a nice way. You know, it's okay to take advantage of me if I'll feel nice. Wajua ile yenye, najua nitumia, lakini nitumie tu by the way. Nasikia vizuri kwa sababu she'd use my shopping and do my laundry, polish my shoes. I don't care. Use my Omo.
How did you get her from? She's using your shopping, but
she's doing the cleaning for me.
Okay, that makes sense.
So like me,
that's a tip for Form 1s.
So well, that's what you should do. Usiogope kutumia Omo. Omo unabaiwa na mzazi. Sasa unapima tu heri anifulie nguo. And it went on after she left school. I got someone else who like took over that. So yeah, angefua. Mimi ningejua mimi nakaa na Omo, sabuni ya kipande na kiwi. Na nini Star Soft Magic. Na nilikuwa nishabuy pegs. Mimi nikishafanya hivyo, shati everything ujue tu vile itakuwa. Nitakusaidia kuanua nguo, but mimi sitafua. Na ndakupea story by the way. Mimi ndaketi nakupea story kulipanda kukishuka, kukiteremkia sijui side gani. Ati ungeona nini? So time yenye nilikuwa nakosa socks. Ulikuwa unavaa legomas, alafu unavaa kiatu, alafu hapo hivi uneka tissue. Sasa bora lunch time ama ukikunywa chai kwa dining hall usimwagilie maji. Ukimwagilia maji,
I'm wondering why your socks are disseminating. Lakini nyezi mmeonyesha watu kwa boarding school. I've never gone to boarding school, never even stepped there. So when I hear these stories, I'm just like, I wouldn't survive in. Mimi kwanza najua ningeibiwa usiku ya kwanza.
Si mimi niliibiwa day one.
The fact that
day one. Sasa inabidi umelearn, unajua ufika mahali tu na unajiuliza. Mimi who I am naturally, if I look at a situation and I can't do anything about it, I will adjust because you're not going to stress me about it. And I know very well, if I go tell my mother, she will stress me more about it. Nitanunuliwa lakini napigio kelele. Wacha nikwambie pia mimi nitakukosesha amani. You who has stolen, I don't know who it is, but because someone decided, all of us, vivyo hivyo. Mwenye anaenda hivyo ndo tunaishi.
The only thing I never understood about boarding school is how people... What do you mean people were stealing each other's underwears, but you never... Because I feel like, weren't you hanging your underwears on the line? Where were you hanging them?
If you hang them on the line, they get legs.
So
You know, let me tell you, Katia kwenda home, like for me, where I schooled, it was very, very cold. So I had a very extra large skirt. There's a lady who was so big. I made an exchange with her because I really want to be warm. I'd get in trouble for it because you're not supposed to wear a sack. But I'd better get in trouble than feel cold. But when I'm going out, I had this very nice skirt, not too long. It hugs your body, nini. You even sleep on it with patterns. Let me add. No, that one you'd wash and you'd babysit it as it dries. That one I'll dry on the hanging lines and I will sit there and wait for it to dry. If it does not dry by the time I'm going to class, I'll carry it to class and it will dry on my window. Yes. Because I'm not risking it going anywhere. And after that, I'll be sleeping on it. Every night. Because if I don't do that,
what were we even talking about? Oh yeah, your skirt, your skirt. Yeah, I don't want to lose the train of thought. Yeah, okay. We're talking about your skirt. So
like it's something that happens in our boarding school. So what boarding does, I think this is what I'll do for my kids as well. My primary school set the foundation. Nilibembelezo, it was bougie. I'd eat fries and eggs. I would, we used to be given milk or cocoa. And then high school. Hey, I did not drink that morning tea ever. Nobody cared. Yani. Hey. I was a bit lost, so I had to adjust. And me being me, you know, the good thing is I had already, my brain had already formed its own way of thinking and its own way of doing. So I managed to form my own habits and live by them. In that, like I already knew how to jump through the windows.
Okay.
Because I like my sleep. But that also meant that during class, I had to figure out how I need to maintain my grades. Because, like, nili have to learn to balance zote. When I come to campus, it's also very different.
Right. Every single stage in school is just different.
Okay. Now there, I had to become a business guru. I had to So at all stages, I think it was good enough. But it's good that nobody took my childhood from me.
Yeah.
I was allowed to sleep, I was allowed to play, I was allowed to get in trouble, although
having never been to boarding, I don't think I missed anything really, because those stories sound awful. There's only a nice, like I can count the number of times I have had good stories about boarding, but like, oh my god.
Can I tell you good stories?
Yes. But your stories are good. They're good because they're funny. But then, don't get me started on the spiritual stuff. I would be going through. Because what?
They were there, not there. Me, yes, there was a red woman who I never saw. But people saw. Men didn't see them. Men never fainted on that line. There are those who walikuwa ati. Na ni ukweli watu walikuwa na faint. But me siku faint.
For me, the funny thing is, I went to school, like I was in a Catholic school, and
you would have massive.
I don't think we had any scare, unless I never had. But I don't think we had any scary stories. But like this one time, I went to school at night because I was going to UK. And that day is when we were going for visa interviews. So it took like the whole day. And then we went back to school like, I think 7:38. So it was dark. Like nobody's in school. Everybody has gone home. The sisters are sleeping in the convent and all that. So we have gone back to school and it's at night. I don't know what it is, but that school looked so creepy at night. It was just giving horror movie vibes. There was just something about it that was just so creepy. I don't know what it was, but like I think nilishindwa kutoa bag yangu kwa class. Nilirudi tu nilienda home hivyo
bila bag.
Yeah. This other girl we were with, I think she managed to enter through the window, but like I was like, nah, this place is giving me creepy vibes. Yeah. And it's not that there was anything, it's not that there's anything, it's just that it's how it looked. There's
Now-
just something about how it looked.
But you see, for a boarding school, it's like at home. Lights as Izimwi, there's always someone moving. It's like town. Is it town? No, it's like just being at home. Have you ever found home creepy?